How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's welcome to Bio-Mutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. 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 Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Deadeye. Saboteur. Deadeye. Commando. Saboteur. Saboteur chosen. Picker. Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads, choosing a path, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half? My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the...
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. That's going to be the mark. You're fading. Refreshing. Watch it. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their molecules that they shed under stress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Grab on tight and go. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. That's more than stuck. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. The last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
हेलो मुझे लगा इस बुड्ढे को बचा के वहां पीछे छोड़ा है
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to you... He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good He understands why you came all the potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked. Magic? He claims it's... The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says... You found one. You should be proud. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into... The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle.
ये जॉनी जिम जाना भूल गया होगा तो
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. One day, he hopes... But today... Now that you've seen the Nono, from this day on, he'll make nurturing. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before... No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is a... He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it was... Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on... He wants you to understand that you'll all die. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to... He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. He doesn't know what you're... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you... He's grateful for that. You...
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts. Take it out.
There's...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. The Myriad tribe is likely to be... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
बोरिंग सा लगने लगा यार अब तो यार.
To bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find...
मुझे तो लगा तो शार्क फेस वाले से लड़ाई होगी, वो चला गया यार. कोई तरीका होता है.
Out-of-Date says someone needs to... The water. He believes the tribe Sif... The water. Out of... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Faster than ever. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Doesn't know if the Sifu...
La fanen aginkan man. Geratna fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating...
हाँ मैं भी अभी यही सोच रहा था पर यार गेम प्ले में ऐसा कोई मजा नहीं आ रहा है इसका या तो आदत हो गई सोल्स लाइक डिफिकल्टी की
insolent and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Jago thinking.
But he was hoping you'd show up. The wall that separates... There's some... The Sifu says sometimes one... If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters. He thinks you should reconsider and follow your heart instead of your mind. Otherwise, he'll have no choice but to treat you as a rival. He offers you to return and take your place at his side when you've found out you've...
I don't want peace. I want problems.
Fort as soon as you can. He won't be able to guarantee... The Jagni got the short end of the stick after the... Goodbye. Says they're cautious of non-allies. Seems surprised you have to go.
इतने में अगर सोल्स होता ना जो नाराज होकर लड़ना शुरू कर देती मुझसे. हो गया यार, मुझसे नहीं खेला जाएगा. बंद कर.